Hi, I'm Derek and welcome to my second lesson, Jazz Drumming for Beginners. And this is what you will learn in this lesson. Today I will give you an approach for easy jazz comping, and the book I use for this is the famous book Syncopation by Ted Reed. So if you don't have this book, go and buy it. To build a strong foundation with your snare drum hand or your left hand, I start mostly of the time also playing quarter notes with the left hand on the snare drum. That doesn't sound so hip in the beginning, but as I mentioned, it's a great foundation and it's a point where you can start. And in the book, Ted Reed's Syncopation, I used the first 2 pages to start with the coordination. So you have a lot of quarter notes. Okay, let's start with exercise number 1 from this book. And as you can see, you play with your left hand or with your snare drum hand, you play all 4 quarter notes. And with the other 3 limbs, I play with the right hand on the right cymbal, also quarter notes, on the bass drum, the feathering bass drum, also quarter notes, and the hi-hat on beat 2 and 4. And if you're not really familiar with these grooves or patterns, then I will recommend my first lesson. I will put a link here somewhere up here, and then you can study how you build your basic jazz time. So, number 1, with quarter notes on the right cymbal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are playing this quarter note or exercise number 1 with the jazz right cymbal, which I also explained in my first lesson or first video. So this is number 1, Ted Reed's Syncopation with the jazz right cymbal. As I've explained in my first video, if you have problems to play all 4 limbs together, then start with 2 limbs. And the first limb is always the right hand. Then you're, for example, adding the left hand. So number 1 with quarter notes played on the right cymbal is in unison playing quarter notes, like. Okay, then you can add the hi-hat and or the bass drum, and then you play all 4 limbs together. The same thing you can do, of course, with the jazz right cymbal pattern. So you play both hands. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can play this, then you put 1 foot or both feet together and play the whole rhythm. So now I will demonstrate a few other exercises. First, played with quarter notes on the right cymbal, and then after a break or a short stop, I played with the jazz right cymbal pattern. So I play number 3. So you have quarter notes on beat 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 are rests. Okay? So, number 3 with quarter notes. Number 3 with the jazz right cymbal pattern. So now I'm playing number 8, and again, first with the quarter note pulse on the right cymbal, and then with the jazz right cymbal pattern. Do this with all 15 exercises. And as a practice suggestion, number 1 is you play, as I showed before, you play the patterns in a loop, so over and over again. But pay attention or be careful that you know where you are in the bar, so that you really know where the 1 is. And sometimes maybe you flip or turn around the beat, and be very careful. So I recommend to count out loud. And okay. So, and the other way to practice these exercises is to play 1 bar only of time, so the right cymbal and both feet, without the left hand, and then 1 bar adding the left hand. So I will demonstrate number 10, which is playing beat 2 and 3 on the snare drum. First I play the exercise, or this way to practice, with a quarter note right pattern, and then after stop I will play it with a typical jazz right pattern. So you have 2 ways or 4 ways to play each exercise. You can play one exercise in a loop with the quarter note pattern on the right cymbal or the jazz right pattern. And then you can play both right cymbal patterns with 1 bar time and 1 bar the exercise. And the first goal would be to play the 16 bar exercise, as I showed in the beginning, with both right patterns. So you practice the 16 bar exercise with quarter notes, and then again the 16 bar exercise with the jazz right cymbal. Okay, so now for me this is the most important step. When you practice these exercises a lot, then you try to improvise with these patterns. So you're choosing one right pattern, for example only quarter notes or the jazz right pattern, and you're improvising rhythms with the left hand but only quarter notes. And I will give you a short demonstration playing quarter notes on the right cymbal a little bit faster and improvising the left hand. Now with a jazz ride pattern.